Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory was given by a British chemist John Dalton, who provided the basic theory about the nature of matter. This theory was based on the laws of chemical combination. According to Dalton's atomic theory, all matter, whether an element, a compound, or a mixture, is composed of small particles called atoms. The postulates of this theory may be stated as follows. All matter is made up of very tiny particles called atoms. Atoms are indivisible particles which cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. Atoms of a given element are identical in mass and chemical properties. Atoms of different elements have different masses and chemical properties. Atoms combine in the ratio of small whole numbers to form compounds. The relative number and kinds of atoms are constant in a given compound. Dalton's atomic theory provided an explanation for the law of conservation of mass and the law of definite proportions through his postulates. Now, what is an atom? We know that atoms, they are the smallest indivisible particles. An atom is the building block of all the matter. How big are atoms? Atoms are very small in size. They are smaller than anything that we can imagine. Atomic radius is measured in terms of nanometers, and 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to power minus 9 meters. Or we can also write 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to power 9 nanometers. So, from these values we can imagine how small the size of an atom is. Symbols of atoms of different elements. Dalton was the first scientist to use the symbols for elements. After Dalton, Berzelius suggested that the symbols of elements be made from 1 or 2 letters of the name of the elements. In the beginning, the names of elements were derived from the name of the place where they were found for the first time. For example, the name copper was taken from Cyprus. Some names were taken from specific colors. For example, gold was taken from the English word meaning yellow. So nowadays, IUPAC, that is the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, approves the names of elements. Many of the symbols are the first 1 or 2 letters of the element's name in English. One thing that you should remember is that the first letter of a symbol is always written as capital letter, that is, it is written in uppercase, and the second letter is always written in the smaller letters or in lowercase. For example, the symbol of hydrogen element is H, capital H. The symbol of aluminium is Al. Similarly, the symbol of calcium is Ca, symbol of carbon is C, symbol of chlorine is Cl, etc. Atomic mass. Atomic mass is the most remarkable concept that Dalton's atomic theory proposed. According to him, each element had a characteristic atomic mass. Now, what is this atomic mass? As the name suggests, atomic mass is the mass of an atom. Atomic mass is represented in terms of AMU, that is the atomic mass unit, or U. U is unified mass. One atomic mass unit is the mass unit equal to exactly 1/12 the mass of one atom of carbon-12. Carbon-12 isotope was chosen as the standard reference for measuring atomic masses. The relative atomic masses of all the elements have been found with respect to an atom of carbon-12. Relative atomic mass. The relative atomic mass of the atom of an element is defined as the average mass of the atom as compared to 1/12 the mass of one carbon-12 atom. So we always find out the relative atomic mass, because to calculate the atomic mass of every element, we have to compare its mass with that of the atomic mass of carbon 12 isotope. How do atoms exist? Atoms of most elements are not able to exist independently, because when they exist independently, they are unstable. So, atoms form molecules and ions. These molecules or ions aggregate in large numbers to form the matter that we can see, feel, or touch.